As I hit the road, I think there's nothing that reminds me more of summer than a road trip. I'm heading back to the Midwest, to my folks, my in-laws, and the strange comfort of familiar highways. Maybe we'll find a few old games tucked away in some forgotten shop. Maybe something bigger, like the fragments of Americana that only reveal themselves when you're not looking.
Hit the game shop, prices are low, find a rough label, rent 64. A little beat up, but the place is fine. Not gonna come all the time.
Always remember, half the fun is in the chase.
Flip and dip, flip and dip, flip and dip, flip and dip.
I'm out here at 7-Eleven, walking across the street to go to a video game store. Name of that store? Not sure yet. We're gonna find out when we're over there. Okay.
When you live near New York, one of the hardest things is getting out of the city in general. I've had road trips that were detoured for hours just because of the traffic around the city. Now right off the bat, they've got a whole bunch of cases sitting here in the garbage. They're all CD cases, and I don't need them right now, but it's still neat to see. I've been meaning to go to this game store for a long time, but it's just far away enough so I haven't gone. The name of this shop is Electric Town Video Games. Let's see what they got inside. Now right off the bat, the entire time I was here, there was a guy walking around this store doing whatnots. I found that kind of interesting. On one hand, it's really hard out here for small businesses, so I totally encourage small business owners to do whatever they can to make that cheddar. I feel like I should go back and play some of the Halo games. I have no idea why Master Chief is wearing this giant cloak, but I think I love it. If the Master Chief collection ever came out on the Switch 2, I would rebuy it in a second, full price. I never once owned or played a Jaguar game. I think I'd like to play a Jaguar game. Everybody says it's horrible, but I like things that everybody hates. This is a neat little controller for the original Xbox. There's a little screen on top of it, and it has like triggers. It's kind of neat, but I never really loved playing with this thing. I'm going for a complete collection of Nintendo Powers, but I'm collecting them really slowly. I'm hoping to find these mostly at like garage sales. I really enjoyed playing these Blossom Tale games. I only played the first one, I've never actually played the second one, but they're like an old school Zelda game. They're so much fun. In general, if you're looking for Switch, this store seems to have a lot of selection. I gotta say, the Switch just has so many great games on it. Just so you know, I'm still going for that complete N64 collection. I may have tracked down a Super Bowling, so that should be coming up relatively soon. I've always really loved the branding of the NES, like the Zapper box is one of my favorite looking boxes ever. I just want to get it for a little cheaper. Looks like they've got a copy of Quake 3 Gabagool Edition. Wonder Boy and the Dragon's Trap is a very early Metroidvania that is so much fun. I'm really glad I played it on the Switch. I've wanted this demo disc for a very long time. I've always felt that it's a very interesting mix of games, and I just don't know about a lot of demo discs on this console. So I'm gonna get this. I have a lot of clear memories of playing this game as a kid with one of my friends. At some point I gotta go back and actually play it for myself though. This is one of the rarest physical Elder Scrolls game. It's Shadow Key and it's for the N-Gage. I don't know if it's any good or not, but like, you know, it's kind of here. After looking through the store for a good bit, I thought it was a decent store. It's a good store to go to if you live in this general community. The staff was generally friendly and we talked a lot about bootleg video games.
Overall, pretty good store. Everybody was really nice inside, and we ended up chatting about like reals versus fakes and how hard it is sometimes to figure out whether or not something's a bootleg. But anyways, on to the next store. Let's check it out.
Through the mountains of Pennsylvania, we eventually ended up at our next video game store.
Time to go to store 2.
The Gamer's Edge has comics, games, and Spider-Man statues. Also this Pikachu that's seen better days. Now first things first, they had this guitar from Death Stranding 2. It's definitely not like an official guitar or anything like that, but it is definitely a part of the game and it's really cool. I always find it interesting when I find things that Funko makes that aren't Pops. I don't know if this is a good price for this game or not, but I do think that the box is super clean. It's a beautiful box. I guess in general, boxes can get pretty pricey, especially on the Super Nintendo, but they look so cool. I mean, look at the Super Street Fighter 2 box. It is amazing, it's immaculate, and this RoboCop is sealed. That's why it's so expensive. Their video game selection is small but mighty. Games like Kirby Canvas Curse is a game that I haven't seen very often, but now I kind of think I should get it. Whether it's organic or curated, I find myself drawn into a lot of the games that they've got here. If you're into price charting, everything seems to be like exactly price charting here. It's kind of funny, even though on paper there's so many games here that I kind of want, I'm not particularly drawn into anything. It's no fault of the store owners, but for some reason I'm just not feeling it today. As I'm coming to a close on this N64 set, I look at other games and I think to myself, what is it that I want to collect next? Any game that I grab has some implications on what I might collect next. I mean, low-key, I kinda wanna get every single Gamecom game, but that would be the worst collection I ever got. But I also owned a Gamecom as a kid. But I feel like that's the type of nostalgia I have no desire to relive. I think a part of this is that I'm in a video game slump. What I mean by that is I just got done playing a whole bunch of like AAA games that were so good that I just can't play a bad game casually. I beat Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, I beat Astrobot, I beat Death Stranding 1, and I beat Death Stranding 2, and I recently played through Donkey Kong Bonanza. I don't really know how to describe this fully, but it's kind of like when I played Last of Us and it made all other games worse. Like right after beating that game, I tried to play Horizon Zero Dawn, and I just could not get into it at all. I mean, on all accounts, that's a superb game, but it's just no Last of Us. I've been gravitating towards toys and physical media and just a whole bunch of other stuff just because, like, I've been playing so many games. But anyways, back to the store. There's nothing wrong with it. There's actually a whole bunch of really great things here. They've got a decent selection of video games here, but they've got other stuff that's way cooler. I mean, this might not be an official Dragon Dagger, but a Dragon Dagger for 30 bucks is just a great price. I also feel like this place's bread and butter is like games and puzzles. But anyways, back on the road. We're through Pennsylvania and we're now in Ohio. We're at our third and final stop. I have no idea what this sticker is advertising, but I just had to slowly zoom in on it because it's so ridiculous. My wife just Google mapped video game store, and we both decided this one was on the way.
Somewhere in Ohio, going to another video game store. I don't know anything about this one. We're just going.
Now right off the bat, I love a store that loves Earthbound because I love Earthbound. Now right off the bat, they have more good things than they have any business having. I'm talking cases filled with legendary status games like Panzer Dragoon Saga, and this right here is the first version of this video game I ever played. It's just banger after banger, and I didn't expect to see all these here. I love this game, but this is way too big for me. And I have a soft spot for this game because I love Balls. Balls 3D is just a game that nobody likes, but I just love. This game's such a fun fighting game. I thought I might have caught them slipping with these little figurines, but those are about the right price for these. They're still cute though. And hey, check it out. Obscure has a PSP game, but I think this might be a European version. It was a pretty sleepy day when we went in there, but I gotta say this Warp Zone place seemed to have a lot of personality. This shop wasn't particularly big or small, about the same size as a normal GameStop. But I'm reminded time and time again that inventory matters so much when you go into a video game store. This place just had thing after thing that I was like, wow, that's really cool. I mean, come on, man, check out these boxes. You just don't see these ever, anywhere. And I think these are only boxes, but still. One day, I'll have all of the Fantastic 64s. This Hitogi game is backwards compatible on the Xbox Series X. I'm picking it up. And this Street Fighter 2, I'm picking up for a multitude of reasons, one being that it comes with Street Fighter 1, and that's pretty cool. Sealed, amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really glad I went to this store because it really reinvigorated me being excited to look at video games. They had so many good things at the store, and it was a real diamond in the rough. I was actually in the Midwest for quite a while, and I ended up filming so much stuff. So if you're into this Midwest content, be sure to subscribe because I've got a lot coming out.